You have replayed that day 1,000 times, searching for one mistake you made. You ate sushi early on and wonder if that was the tragic moment. You exercised, walked too fast, lifted something heavy, stretching in a dangerous way. You were stressed at work, cried one night, argued, wondering if baby felt. If you are sentencing yourself in a courtroom inside your head, please stay. Nobody gives permission to stop blaming yourself. Tonight this video will try helping. The guilt started the same hour the loss did, before the tears arrived. Your brain did something automatic, searching for someone to blame for the catastrophe. Finding nobody outside, it turned inward, finding you as the easiest target available. If I had rested more, eaten differently, gone to the doctor sooner, endless. You play these sentences on a loop, a courtroom with you prosecuting yourself. The cruelest part is guilt feels productive, doing something with the drowning helplessness. Because if it was your fault, you could have controlled and prevented repetition. That desperate, heartbreaking need to believe you could have prevented this is protecting. Not from truth, but the terrifying alternative. Worse things happen for no reason. Here is what medical evidence says. Important you hear this from science completely. 50 to 70% of first trimester miscarriages are caused by random abnormalities. Completely at random, not coffee, exercise, stress, or anything you did or avoided. The egg and sperm combined randomly, and no amount of rest could change. This is data from the American College of Obstetricians and National Institutes Health. Your body did not fail your baby. A microscopic genetic event occurred uncontrollably. You could have done everything perfectly, every vitamin, every appointment, same exact outcome. The outcome would have been the same because this was never in control. Hearing this does not make guilt disappear because guilt does not listen logically. But next time that voice blames you, now you have a scientific fact. Grief psychologists discovered something about guilt after pregnancy loss, changing how we understand. Guilt is not just emotion, it is a specific mechanism processing your loss. Encountering unexplainable loss, the brain manufactures a narrative to create false agency. If I caused this, I could prevent it. I am not powerless completely. But you are powerless because it was beyond human control entirely and permanently. The powerlessness is real and terrifying, not the same as responsibility or guilt. You were a good mother from the positive test, every choice driven lovingly. The coffee you agonized over was love, protecting your child with every decision. Prenatal vitamins, doctor visits, talking to your belly at night, love in action. Love does not cause loss, jinx a pregnancy, or attract tragedy by hoping. You did not love your baby too hard, you loved them exactly correctly. If someone said you were too excited early, they projected fear onto grief. Excitement is not a risk factor, hope is not a medical complication ever. Your hope was a mother's instinct to prepare for the life being built. Punishing yourself for hoping, buying tiny socks, whispering names, is punishing a parent. You were already a parent, and parents prepare, dream, and love ahead naturally. Here is what I need you to hear most. You did nothing wrong. Not the coffee, exercise, stress, argument, or flight, not one single small thing. None of it caused this. Carrying the weight of guilt is breaking you. The guilt is heavy but not yours, placed by a brain seeking sense. You can put it down, one breath at a time, starting right tonight. You did not fail your baby, you loved your baby, completely and fiercely. A mother loving her baby and a mother failing her baby are different. You are only the first one, always have been, and that never changes. Tonight when guilt comes, because it is persistent and patient and knows you. Try this. Look at guilt directly and say, "I hear you, but wrong." You do not have to win the argument. Just show up making quieter. Not silent, maybe never silent, but quieter is enough living with a scream. Some mothers write letters to guilt, putting every accusation on paper honestly, bravely. I drank coffee, truth. Moderate coffee does not cause miscarriage, major organizations confirm. I was stressed, truth. Stress does not cause chromosomal abnormalities or alter genetics. I should have known, truth. Most miscarriages have no warning signs. Doctors cannot. Seeing truth written next to guilt gives you something solid when ground shakes. You are not on trial. The verdict your brain reads uses false evidence. The real verdict: you were a mother wanting her baby desperately and completely. The outcome was not your effort, it was biology and random cellular events. You deserved better support, better words, better silence, and better everything afterward today. You deserve being freed from a guilt handcuffing you to an uncommitted crime. If you could talk to your baby, they would never ever blame you. Beneath guilt and grief, your baby would never blame you for this tragedy. Because babies do not blame, babies only love, started the moment yours did. That love had no conditions, no expectations of perfection, pure and completely whole. If your baby's love had no conditions, your love for yourself can too. Start tonight, not with grand gestures or healing, just with one small breath. One breath saying I did my best, another saying my best was enough. 3 breaths replacing the courtroom in your head with something much gentler inside. If guilt is something carried alone, share one blamed thing in comments tonight. When you see 100 mothers carrying the same impossible guilt, something shifts. You realize guilt is not personal, it is universal grief saying nothing true. If you know a mother drowning in guilt, send her this beautiful video. 5 words she may have been waiting months to hear from someone meaning. You did not cause this, you could not prevent this, you are free. You are free from guilt because guilt was never ever yours to carry. Rest now, let the courtroom close for the night, you are good. Your baby knows wherever they are, not angry, not disappointed, only loved completely. Tonight the verdict is innocent, tomorrow the verdict is completely innocent and free. You are a good mother who loved her baby with everything she had. The guilt can visit but cannot stay. Truth lives here saying nothing wrong. Rest now, mama. The courtroom is closed. The only sentence left is love. Your baby's love is the final word, and that word is not guilty. Sleep tonight with clean hands and a full heart. You truly deserve it. Good night to you and the baby who never judged you, only loved completely. The guilt ends here if you let it. Tomorrow it will be lighter. You are loved, forgiven, free, and your baby would say the same tonight. Rest, mama. The weight is lifting gently, one truth at a time together.